These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
At the 43-yard line.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The tackle.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Watson. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Start as he'll get this one out near the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Bears.
On first down, Logan. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down. It's Logan, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert, and the Lions will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Going deep for Hopkins. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Logan. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now Watson to throw on third down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Flushed out right. The defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 48.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and...
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And at the 29-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rodgers now to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And 1.
Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 29 yards away. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is Logan. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It was Damon Harrison on the stop.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. He's going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 58 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bears 10, Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Yr1,
2nd and 10.
no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 42-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
And the Bears' first down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. T.J. Logan, 74 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up there. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Quick slant to Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protection mode.
Look at it.
The Bears have Watson lost it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 2-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They run again with Logan. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just roll. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
Why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Kamara.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Yr1 Harmon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
The tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Lions, 22.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And then he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
On third down, Logan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Pick up on the play. First down, Bears.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Jalen Reagor, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bears will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the gun, Watson. Being chased out left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The end result, 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The 47-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Chicago.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Got him in, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Across midfield to the
10 more there and another first
It's a
down.
gain of 10. First down, Bears.
On first down, Watson. He'll fire deep for Rager. And it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal at the 4.
Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much.